Hi, my name is Chelsea McNeil and this is my presentation of innovative designs and models based on my innovation of the false eyelash applicator. Innovation is described as the production or improvement of a product or service. It is seen as the total involvement of emotion and commitment in order to create and is essential in sustaining and the growth of businesses within every industry. Businesses must take risks by innovating in pursuance of remaining ahead of their time, improving products and increasing profit. The main types of innovation are incremental, which is an improved product or service which expands the market and the business. Radical, continuous or breakthrough is a brand new product or service which dramatically affects the industry and introduces new markets. Disruptive creates a new market and value network by approaching the low end of the market, introducing a disruptive technology in order to disrupt existing market and value networks. Architectural innovation is a reconfiguration of components while the core design remains the same, and modular innovation is the application of new technology in which the components will be changed whilst the core design concept stays the same. The Henderson-Clark matrix is used to measure the knowledge of components and the linkages of those components, as well as the impact that the types of innovation have on technology and the market. On the other side, we have the Abernathy-Clark model, which focuses on introducing changes to an innovation in order to expand the market. It measures the impact of an innovation that causes change against the lack of change and old markets against new markets. The four segments measure the technological and marketing capabilities. Finally, we have the S-curve graph, which identifies the performance of an existing innovation against the life cycle and incremental innovation. This shows how technology A has rapidly improved in performance over time until it reaches maturity, which allows radical innovations of an improved performance, such as technology B, shown in this graph, to take over. The area of innovation in which I'm focusing on is the false eyelash industry. I've chosen to innovate a false eyelash applicator, my reason being that as a female I wear false eyelashes and I've previously found application problematic. The transparent plastic applicator is devised of two adjustable tweezer ends that are applied with a locking handle. The applicator is an incremental innovation as it incorporates the idea of an existing product. My market research has shown that a higher percentage of people asked wear false eyelashes as opposed to those who don't. In regards to my own innovation, only 0.5% of the participants would not purchase an applicator, and those that would purchase the applicator would pay up to £20 for it. My results show that there is a demand for a false eyelash applicator, as 15 out of the 16 participants said that they would buy the product to make application quicker and easier. My market research allowed me to conclude that the current market for my false eyelash applicator would be females from the age of 16. The Blue Ocean strategy is used to make competition irrelevant to create new market space. When a company penetrates a market in which a company has already approached, a red ocean is created. Red oceans are purely based on beating the competition. My research proved that there has not been any other applicator models, including two individual and adjustable tweezers. Therefore, my false eyelash applicator is a blue ocean innovation. As the product matures, other companies may duplicate the design, creating a red ocean. In this case, the Six Sigma theory will be applied in order to improve and control the product, expanding the business and preventing maturity and red oceans. The Six Sigma process is a program applied to innovation to minimize potential barriers within production. Applying the process to innovation allows the company to gain an understanding of customer needs, leading to an increase in customer loyalty, improvement of knowledge in order to efficiently problem solve and make decisions based on facts. Through the use of Six Sigma, I was able to measure and analyse the issues with the application, concluding with the use of a handle which locked into place when closed and released once further closed together before opening after application. TRIZ is a problem-solving method based on logic, data and creative thinking, which includes the assessment of the situation, matching the innovation type with current solutions, and applying the correct solution to solve the problem. Using the TRIZ method, I identified solutions made to the adjustable coat hanger, allowing me to conclude the applicator design, which includes two individual tweezers that can be adjusted to the length of the eyelashes. The tweezers will be designed inset, being able to move between the space and width of the applicator. The cost of using a 3D printer to produce the applicators costs 4p per gram, therefore the product will cost 54p to make. Taking into account manufacturing, production costs and wages, I will be marketing my innovation at £10 per item, which means that the average profit will be £6 per applicator sold. My research shows that packaging for the false eyelash applicator should cost from 30p to 50p per item. Focusing on the packaging for the original GHD hair straighteners, I will use a similar colour palette to attract customers. The packaging is devised of 2 separate boxes which will be made out of cardboard, as it will protect the product as well as being a recyclable material. My research shows that the Bourjois and Shu Uemura eyelash applicators are my biggest competitors, as they are both leading cosmetics brands. With Bourjois retailing at £4.99 and Shu Uemura retailing at £27, my applicator works more efficiently and is cost effective, therefore the current market will benefit more from buying my innovation. I will be working with a team of graphic designers in order to design a logo and packaging for the launching of the initial product. In order to cut costs, I plan to manufacture the eyelash applicator in China. Import duties from China to UK are currently 4.7% and VAT charges are 20% of the total value, and an import licence will not be required for this type of innovation. I plan to market the eyelash applicator through the use of social media sites such as Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and I would like to launch the innovation by exhibiting as a brand at the yearly Beauty UK event at the Birmingham NEC. This will introduce industry specialists to the innovation as well as the current and target market. The product lifecycle graph shows a rapid growth and rising sales of an innovation until it hits maturity and begins to decline. In order to prevent product maturity, I'll focus on expanding the market by making alterations to the decor and packaging, tailoring the applicator to target markets such as makeup artists, mature women and women experiencing cancer. This will see a rise in product costs at a retail price of £15. Innovators may extend the innovation process by adding an experimental phase to the development to assess the characteristics and routines of consumers. The experimental phase is applied to radical innovation and focuses on the structure, performance and technical aspects in order to make a product most suitable for the consumer. This graph shows a process in which the innovators communicate with external groups such as stakeholders, networks and potential users in order to make prototypes of the product, which is then finalised into the complete innovation. I plan to form a strategic alliance with the L'Oréal Group in which they will acquire 35% in ownership of my company in exchange for expanding as an international business. The agreement will fulfil 2 objectives. 1. The introduction of the eyelash applicator to the L'Oréal Group allows them to expand and create a new market as they currently do not retail an eyelash applicator. 2. L'Oréal's research, development, marketing strength and the worldwide network will allow for the eyelash applicator to be established worldwide. Their collaborations within different sectors, as well as their own scientific research and development team, proves that they have the expertise to further my product and will also cut the developing and manufacturing costs. Although there are risks of commitment, a solution can be agreed with a written notice of 60 to 90 days, or an out clause may be pursued in which termination is the only solution. My personal analysis focuses on the 6 factors of innovation. My wage expectancy for the first year shows that my income tax rate will be based on 20%. The Conservative Party will be introducing a 5-year tax lock that will secure current rates for income tax, VAT and national insurance. Those who I plan to form a strategic alliance with will be required to pay extra tax on dividends if they are in the higher or additional tax bracket. Due to income tax remaining the same and personal allowance rising, inflation will be prevented, ensuring that the pricing of the eyelash applicator will remain the same until maturity and the innovation is furthered. Economic. As I plan to manufacture the product in China, this will create jobs and help to decrease poverty, which will also contribute to the economic growth of a developing country. Social. My research shows that the rise and falls in sales of cosmetics depend on celebrities and their lifestyle. It is essential for the company to communicate with those in media to maintain their advertisement and use of the applicator as a product. Technological. Remaining up to date with the technological advancements within the cosmetics industry is essential in order to further innovate the existing idea, keeping up with the consumer requirements and formulate growth and profit. Legal. The legal requirements which apply to the selling of the applicator are the Sales of Goods Act 1979, the displaying of a CE stamp and the Import, Export and Customs Powers Defence Act 1939. Environmental. Changes of weather and natural disasters may affect the importing of goods. Therefore, as a growing company, it is important to have available resources for restoring procedures. It is essential that the company is capital safe for future business purposes and in case it becomes environmentally infected. Thank you for listening. Are there any further questions?